1019 KACQ.
Good morning. I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. This newscast is a service of Hoffbauer Ford. It was a much easier day for LPD yesterday. Other than a handful of animal complaints for animal control, LPD officers went out on a reported fraud on Castleberry and were sent out by dispatchers on a call of suspicious activity on Ramsey. No arrests are made by the city or the county. Lomita had a quiet day. Kipner went out on a call of threats, worked a civil matter, checked out a suspicious person, and had an animal complaint. County deputies went out on a couple of livestock issues, responded to a report of an identity theft, and were sent out to Cove on an animal complaint. The burn ban has been lifted until May the 7th. Stick around, more Lampasas local area news is just moments away.
Like a Ford, and there's no better place to get yourself driving that new Ford like Hoffbauer Ford in Lampasas. With many different vehicles to choose from, with the best prices in Central Texas, with the highest quality and friendliest service center that takes care of you and your car for years to come. Don't wait any longer. Check them out at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas or go online to hford.com. See their inventory, value your trade-in, and take advantage of their local pickup and delivery. Or call Spencer McKnight at 512-556-3631. Get yourself driving your new ride today. There's nothing.
DPS trooper Chad Walker no longer displays signs of viable brain activity. That's according to the tweet put out by the Texas Department of Public Safety yesterday. Trooper Walker, who was called out to assist a motorist on Highway 84 near Mixia, had pulled up behind the vehicle, which was parked on the shoulder of the road. That's when officials say 36-year-old DeArthur Pinson Jr. got out of the driver's seat with a handgun and fired multiple rounds through the trooper's windshield, hitting Walker in the head and in the abdomen. Walker was airlifted and treated for critical injuries at Baylor Scott and White Hospital in Waco. The tweet goes on to read that after extensive life-saving efforts conducted by the medical professionals, it had been determined that Trooper Chad Walker no longer displays signs of viable brain activity, and he remains on life support until he can share the gift of life as an organ donor. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family with the expenses. All proceeds will go directly to assist Chad, Toby, and the kids. The assassin was found dead Saturday afternoon in an apparent suicide. The Texas Senate gave initial approval Monday to half a dozen bills that would restrict access to abortion, including a priority measure that could ban abortions before many women know they're pregnant. According to the Texas Tribune, the measures are among the earliest bills to be debated by the full Senate. Senate Bill 8 would ban abortions after a fetal heartbeat has been detected, which can be as early as 6 weeks. The bill has an exception for medical emergencies, but not for rape or incest. The similar heartbeat bills have been passed in other states, but have been blocked by the courts. Governor Abbott's plan for all Texans to have high-speed internet access is making its way through the state's capital. TSN's Chris Fox reports Abbott was in Beaumont yesterday, pushing the issue.
The Governor's Broadband Development Council has been in place for almost 2 years, but the push for statewide internet access has now become a much bigger priority.
Increasing access to broadband we knew was important, but the pandemic turned it into something that was extremely urgent.
State Representative Trent Ashby's House Bill 5 would create a state broadband office.
We are calling upon the state to work with the experts in this arena, the stakeholders, the citizenry of Texas to come up with a plan that works for Texas.
The legislation has bipartisan support at the state capitol. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
A 14-year-old abducted from Rains County has been found and is safe. Russell Scott reports.
Authorities say Lexus Gray was abducted by her non-custodial father in the community of Point in Rains County east of Dallas. He is a convicted sex offender with outstanding warrants, and they feared the girl was in grave danger. But late Tuesday afternoon, the two were found more than 100 miles away in Mineral Wells. Few details have been released, but a sheriff's department spokesman did say the girl is safe and is being reunited with her mother. The girl's father is facing a variety of charges stemming from the abduction. Russell Scott, TSN News.
In sports, Badger baseball hit the road tonight to match up against Gatesville. The Badgers are tied with Stephenville for the #1 spot in district play with a 3-1 record. You can hear tonight's game and every Badger game live on KACQ 1019 or at lampasasradio.com. The first pitch will be at 7. And tune in at 8:15 this Thursday morning for the Coach's Show with Badger baseball head coach Chance Evans. Lady Badger softball is the #1 seat in district. You can catch them in the action this evening on home dirt against Stephenville with the first pitch at 6.
1019 KACQ.